Hey everybody, this is Rob. A while back I told you about me and a group of friends in high school called the Backseat HiJinx, which turned into the Suburbanites. And everybody wanted to be part of our group, but we were pretty elite because we were in high school. Anyway, so I remember I told you how I got my name, The Black in the Back, and I was actually corrected by a friend of mine. So this goes into a really good story, which is going to be a 3-part story. As you all know, I'm black. Not sure I told you. And, had a little issue with the popo. Law enforcement. Police officers, if you will. Now, I'm not like one other African American who doesn't like the police. My brother's actually a cop and has been for like the past 20 some odd years or so. In fact, I think he just retired, so go John. Anywho, I don't mind the police. I have a lot of respect for them for what they do. And so whenever I get harassed, when they're doing their job, I comply. So, this is the story of the first time I got pulled over. By the way, none of these stories am I driving in them. So that's fantastic. So it's a Friday night. It was a football game, but not your average football game. No. It was a powder puff game. What's a powder puff game? Well, that's when the girls play and not the boys. And it's flag football. And I cannot lie, that was the most violent football game I've ever seen. First of all, the first quarter was nothing but full-on physical tackles. Not a flag was pulled. And they're not wearing pads. Insert comment here. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. In fact, they flattened 2 balls. Insert another comment here. So, pretty raucous game. It's the juniors against the seniors, and normally the game's padded for the seniors. They're always in the lead. They have like a 2-touchdown lead at the beginning of the game, and this was the first year that was going to be right down the middle. So, of course, juniors won. CO96, y'all. UHS. What? And because of that, there was a riot. And police were involved. So, me and my friends hopped into my friend Brent's car. Now, as you recall, Brent drives a 1984 maroon, a.k.a. Hoopty Red Suburban. And so, Brent, the driver, Matt, the navigator, Mike, was he diabetic then? Mike, the diabetic, not sure if he got diabetes yet, which is another story we'll get to later, and Kevin, the klepto, and Rob, the black guy. I'm in the very back seat because I think Kevin farts. So, we're getting ready to leave, and a kid from our church says, hey, I need to ride home. So we're like, all right. So we drive, drop him off. Going back around the school, we find somebody else, they need a ride. We start driving around the entire campus again. Go drop him off. Another kid needs a ride. We have to drive around again, drop them off. Now we're taking Mike home. Mike lives across the street from the school. So we're going around the school. So me being the black guy, do what I do best. Realize that we're being followed by a police officer. So, instead of turning down the main road, there's an offshoot right before the turn, or right after you turn the corner on the main road, that goes through the parking lot. Another side parking lot of the school. So we're still technically back on campus. And I go, this cop is following us. And everyone's like, that's why kids will always go, no man, they're not following us, you're just being paranoid. I'm like, dude, he's been following us and we up the street. He turned with us. He turned down with us on campus. We're being followed. Dude, we're fine, whatever. So we get out of that parking lot, turn onto Mike's side street. Whoop, whoop. Shocker. Lights went on, siren. We got pulled over. So Mike, which this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Mike was 5'6" at best. I'm probably counting his huge afro that he had. Tries to get out of the car. We're literally just pulled over, And he decides, well, my house is right there. I'm going home. He opens the door. The cop is right there. Cop shuts the door. What does my good friend Mike do? Opens the door again. Fantastic. Did I mention this around the time of the Rodney King trial and all that stuff? So I'm scared. They're all safe. So he shuts the door again and says, don't go anywhere. Here's a couple of things you need to know. A little backstory. Mike wears sunglasses all day long. Like the mirror big sunglasses, so you can't see his eyes. It's just how Mike was. Kevin sits in the seat where the seatbelt is broken, and in California, the buckle up law was in effect like in 92 or something. So we're kind of illegal. Also, Kevin has stashed street signs that he found in the back of the Suburban. When I say street signs, I mean like U-turn, pedestrian crossing, probably handicap. I'm not sure what was back there. There's a few, like 20. So we were in pretty deep. So he goes to the driver, which is Brent, and asks for the license and registration. Brent, being the good Boy Scout, pulls out his license like that. They open the glove compartment. And I'm pretty sure everything that Nicolas Cage was looking for in National Treasure 1 and 2 fell out of that joint. Because they were looking and looking and looking for the registration. So I'm like, well, this is fantastic. So he shines a light on Mike's face. And I'm pretty sure he knows there's someone in the back. And he hasn't acknowledged it yet. So first he shoots it at a question at Kevin. He goes, why isn't your seatbelt on? And Kevin goes, oh, I took it off so I could be more comfortable. He bought that. Then he shines a light in Mike's face. And he's moving the light to Mike's left so he could see behind Mike. Which would be moi. This is another reason why I will love Mike for the rest of my life. He moves his head with the light of the officer. Not missing a beat. Awesome. And I know what he's doing. And I'm like, fantastic. He then stops with his flashlight and says, move your head so I can see the black in the back. Now, breakdown. Known Kevin since I was 3, Brent since I was 8, Matt since I was 13, Mike since I was 14. All of them turn around and look at me, and it's the same look I get from most white people. What did you do wrong, black man? I'm like, really, guys? Really? Like, yes, sir. He says, is your name Ricky? Now, there was this black kid that I had beef with at school named Ricky. At the time, I was at least 6 feet tall. This kid was like 4'11" at best. Maybe exaggerating. Anywho, I'm like, no, my name's not Ricky, but I know that kid. He's real short. He starts a lot of trouble. Yeah, I just threw that child under the bus. Lickety-split. Then my friends, after 20 minutes of searching, finally finds his registration, and we find out we got pulled over because the lights in the back of the license plate were out. We need to get that fixed. It's also the night that Brent found out that Kevin had been stashing signs in the back of his truck for the last 6 months. He wasn't happy. Moral of the story? Know where your registration is. Peace.